In this video, we'll cover some regular maintenance items for the Concept2 SkiErg2. These are things that you can do to make sure that your SkiErg2 stays in good working condition for years to come. We do suggest that you clean the handles with any regular all-purpose cleaner, surface cleaner, nothing with bleach in it, but generally clean the handles after each use to make sure they stay clean and ready for the next use. We'll also want to check the condition of the handle cords regularly to make sure that they're in good shape. To check the handle cords, we're just going to go one at a time. We will pull them all the way out to make sure that we can check the whole length. What I'm looking for is just any fraying, cuts, any excessive wear. We do sometimes see that happen right at the top of the handle if the cord is getting twisted or turned against the edge of the handle a lot. So we just want to check and make sure that those aren't excessively frayed or looking like they're about to break. We can check the other side as well, and everything looks good there. So these handle cords are good to go. If you do find excessive wear, cuts, fraying, anything like that on your handle cords, we have replacement handle cords readily available, and we have another video showing how to install those as well. Every once in a while, we do want to check all of our fasteners on the frame and the floor stand to make sure they're all tight and secure, especially if we notice any movement of the machine while we're using it. These are probably where that movement is coming from. We'll just need a T27 to check that. I'm going to start kind of from the top down, everything that we screw in when we originally assemble the machine when it's new. We'll start on either side. We have the two T27s that attach this top bracket. I'm just going to make sure those are nice and tight. I'll also want to check the connection of these upper arms to the frame. That's going to be 4 on the front here. Those are all nice and snug. And we have the 4 on the back here as well. And those are all good as well. Moving a little further down, I want to check the connection between the bar here, the brace bar on our floor stand, and the frame itself. That's going to be 4 T27s on the back. Since I'm already on the bar, I will check these front ones. These are pretty common one to loosen up on us, so we might see these moving. Now I'll check the connection between the frame itself and the floor stand here. That's going to be 2 fasteners on either side. Right here is going to be along this back panel here as well. And the joint between the universal bracket and the frame itself as well has 4 T27s on the back. And same thing on this side. Now that I've checked those, tightened a couple up, I shouldn't have any shifting movement while I'm actually using the machine. I can be sure that those are all snug and secure, ready to use. Next thing we want to do is make sure that our flywheel is clean. If the SkiErg2 is in a dusty environment, if it's in a garage or a gym with big roll-up doors, or if you have pets, definitely we can get a little clogged up. This metal perforing around the outside, sometimes if it's really bad, you can see it, will get clogged up with dust and debris, and we want to clear that out because that will affect the drag factor and how much air the fan can flow. To do that, we're just going to need a Phillips head screwdriver. First, we'll loosen the screws around the outside of the flywheel housing just a couple turns. Then we have a little connector right down here that we just need to loosen up. This is just going to expand the ring a little bit and let us slide it around. So our perf connector is out and open. Loosen that a little bit more so I have a gap here in between the 2 halves of it. And then I can pinch them together and release those 2 there. Once that's apart, I'm just going to go ahead and feed this out around, making sure it slips through these sections here, and we have it out. I want to make sure that I don't bend or crease this at all. Once we have this out, if this is dirty, we can wipe it off, wash it off, spray it off, whatever we need to do to get that nice and clean. and then dry it as well. If the flywheel itself is real dusty, or if there's still a bunch of dust debris inside this flywheel housing, we can tuck a vacuum in here and vacuum out the flywheel, spin it around, and do our best to get this as clean as possible. Now to put the perf connector back in, it's going to go back in the same way we took it out. I'm just going to start feeding it through the connections between the inner and outer flywheel housing, making sure that I have that lined up there. And it will just set down into the notch on either side. And once I have both ends of the perf connector in this section here, I can fit them back together. Now I'm just going to rotate this a bit further so that perf connector is back down underneath this connection here, and tighten it up again. Don't need to crank down on this super tight. I just want to snug it up so it sits nice and flush all the way around. And then we can also tighten the 4 flywheel housing screws. Another important part of SkiErg maintenance is updating the firmware on your monitor. We release new firmware for the PM5 generally about twice a year, and it is important to keep that up to date. The easiest way to do that is via the free Concept2 SkiErg2 app. You can get that app on any iOS or Android mobile device. And when you connect wirelessly via Bluetooth to the monitor, the app will let you know when there's an update available. You can follow the prompts in the app to update. The process usually takes about 10 to 12 minutes. You can also connect the PM5 to the Concept2 utility program on a Mac or Windows computer, but the SkiErg2 app is generally the easier, quicker way to go about that. Keeping up on the maintenance of your SkiErg and checking these things every once in a while will make sure that your SkiErg stays operating properly for years to come. If you have any issues beyond general maintenance, don't hesitate to reach out, give us a call, shoot us an email. We're always happy to help.